Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I don't know if you guys feel like this, but when the holiday was yesterday on Sunday, for some reason I get the feeling that it's Friday. I keep thinking it's one of those weeks where I'm just totally off balance. I don't know because there was a holiday on Sunday. And for some reason, today feels like Friday to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right. Anyway, so this video today, I'm going to have the link down below. I don't want to beat up on anybody. I don't want to just make a video criticizing another YouTuber. So I thought long and hard about doing this video this morning. The YouTuber is Terry Joel Jr. And his videos are rather long compared to mine, I guess, like 20, 25 minutes, and it took me a while to get through it. And I went through different thought processes as I was watching this video. This is what I came away with. It made me think about how I do my own videos. Like, to be honest, he's a younger guy. He's probably about half my age. So when I first started watching this, I kind of attribute it to that. Him being young, because the way Terry Joel started off, like he spoke like somebody with a lot of age, like he knew everything, and he seemed very angry. That's because he was saying that in this video he says that everybody around you is fake, and he seems so sure of this. Then he starts talking. He says, your family, and as I'm watching this, I'm like, how does he know what my family's like? How does he know what I'm like? And then he starts talking about drinking and drugs, which I know quite a bit about. And I just think this kid doesn't have half the knowledge that he thinks he has. As I keep watching the video, I started listening to him say how many times in the video he said I or me. Then I realized as he was, at first I thought he was just angry and critical of everybody else. And, assuming that he knew he had the world all figured out. But as the video went on, it got a little darker. Like I said, I'm asking you guys to sit through this whole video down below. By the end, it got kind of dark. He was saying that he would bust his head against a cement wall, and that he could do it. If people don't know that the people around him, he could do whatever he wants to them, man. And how are they going to feel about that? I could do anything I want with you, man. How does that make you? And then it started getting scary and dark. Like the narcissism was at this. At first it was kind of like, this is just a young angry guy. Maybe I could impart some wisdom to this guy. But then by the end, I started to see something a little darker, and it made me think about how I do my own videos. The purpose of my YouTube channel here is to help people, to give people pointers so they don't have to suffer the same life that I went through, and to the recovery as possible, because I became so hopeless that I just wanted to end it. That is the main purpose. It's always been the main purpose of my channel. Sometimes I veer off into politics, or I'll veer off into celebrities or stuff like that. But I've always felt like that's the reason I'm still here, is to help other people. So as I watched Terry Joel Jr., I started to think, it made me re-examine my own channel. Like, this is one of the things I thought. I don't want to come across like him. By the end of his video, it sounded like he was doing a commercial for himself. That's all he talked about in the video, is me. I am like up here and everybody else is down here. And when you first see the video, I think he wants to come across as somebody that wants to help people, kind of similar to me. But after you watch the video, it's just a narcissistic spiel about him selling himself. And I hate to say that. I hate to criticize this guy like that, but that's what it was by the end of this. I started to think about how I portray myself on here, because I don't want to come across like this kid. It's all about me and I, and, because I get up and I work out at 2 a.m. and I pray every morning. And I started thinking about that, and it's like, geez, I hope I don't come across like this kid does. I'm not trying to say that I don't have other people. I'm 58 years old, and I don't have anything figured out. I don't have other people figured out. And you know what? I don't really need to or want to figure other people out. I want to coexist. And if I can help somebody else out, if I could help somebody not go through the pain that I've been through, that's great. You know, if people will do what they're going to do, you know, and it's not up to me to judge them or change them or put myself above them. You know, that's my thought process. One thing I did want to talk about is I've talked about people. There's been a couple of people that would criticize me when I talk about the girls that I've been with, or the women I've been with, and the altercations that I've gotten in. There was one guy. I haven't bounced many people from my channel, and this was one of the people that I bounced because he just kept going on and on with insults and nonsense. But one thing I don't do is you'll never hear me talk about winning fights. I talk about how I've lost fights. It reminds me of the Steven Tyler's Dream On. You got to lose to know how to win. You know, that's my angle when I do these videos. You know, the jams that I've gotten myself into. I will never talk about winning a fight. Yes, I've won fights. Yes, I've won a lot of fights. You know, but I can't imagine myself sitting here telling you guys how I hurt somebody, how I walked away with somebody on the ground, you know, how I left somebody just, you know, because I've never felt good about that. So that's one of the things you'll never hear me talk about. You'll never hear me criticize or put down any of the women I dated. Terry Joel, like I said, I didn't know if to attribute this to his being young and kind of ignorant to everything, or then by the end of this video, I just thought this guy is a scary narcissist by the end of the video. You know, my whole purpose is to hopefully say, look, this is where I made mistakes. This is where I stepped in it. You know, and if I could give anybody else a heads up on how not to step in it, or if you do step in it, how to step back out of it. You know, that's the purpose of my whole channel here. Let me know what you think. The video is down below. I'm working on a couple other videos for today. This was kind of an impromptu video. Like I said, I'm not trying to put Terry Joel Jr. down. I'm curious. I read the comments, and there was a lot of comments by people in their 50s. And I was surprised that so many people agreed with this guy. You know, and he's getting so many views, like 40,000 views for this one video. And that kind of scares me too, that so many people are buying into this, you know, that everybody else is fake and I'm up here and everybody else is down here mentality. That, you know, I've got everybody else figured out. You know, one thing I've learned, a couple of things I've learned, I don't have anything figured out. Just when I think I have things figured out, everything changes. And in life, when I planned my life when I was younger, his age, one thing I know now is everything will change. All those plans will go out the window. You know, any plans you make for life usually end up changing. You know, where I thought I was going to be isn't where I am. You know, and where I am today, probably where I think I'm going to be tomorrow, I'll probably be somewhere totally different. You know, things change. You have to adapt to change. That's my biggest takeaway. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm not trying to put Terry Joel down. At first, I thought he was just young and kind of not knowledgeable, a little young. And by the end of the video, I started to see like a darker narcissistic side to this guy. Anyway, I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Monday.